Test, 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 5432, testing 5432. Testing 5432, testing 5432. Testing 543.
I said he's like an inch bigger. Yeah, I said he's broader. He's a pretty good guy. You look and read the text. He said, thank you
Hi, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome right here to Quigley Stadium here in West Haven, Connecticut, as we settle in for some high school baseball. Fairfield Prep in town to take on the Green Knights of Notre Dame right here on GoGreenKnights.com. Troy Tersey out in the mound. He is a right-hander for the Green Knights, and that first pitch is up high. So Tersey looking for a little run support here today. He's pitched very well throughout the season. And when he gets the run support, he's certainly been very successful. The right-hander's second pitch, the leadoff hitter here, that's Chris Collins, the second baseman, and bunted foul. So the count goes a 1-1 early on. Nice to be with you all on a really nice day here in West Haven, Connecticut. A little bit of a breeze, but it's rather refreshing, to say the least. Working with a one-man camera crew here today. Thomas Wright on the camera for us as we're in and out of our production van with a fly ball hit out to the right fielder, Brian Gargiulo, and he'll put it away. Chris Collins retired on a fly out to right field. So you got one down, brings up Dean Lockery for the Jesuits. Sean Blake will bat third today. Batting fourth will be the pitcher Kevin Stone for Fairfield Prep. Hitting sixth will be David Garrix. The third baseman, Jack Berry, the catcher, he'll bat sixth. Batting seventh is Mike Carter, as that Tersey pitch into the left-handed hitting Lockery for the strike. Batting eighth is Chris Sute, and batting ninth will be Joe Ganem for Fairfield Prep. Behind the plate, catching the balls and strikes, and that strike call right there is Aiden Burton for Notre Dame. Zach Ballabon down at first base defensively. Wes Paulson playing down at second. The shortstop is Michael Corso, and at third, Zach Corwick. Get to the outfielders in a moment. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be belted high and foul. Left field side now to play. Mike Levine in left field. Drew Archiolo, the center fielder today for Notre Dame, and Brian Gargiulo. He's playing rather deep out there in right. Wind blowing across the field from the left field foul pole towards the right field pole. That pitch way up high. Count goes a 1-2 to Dean Lockery. Lockery had a terrific high school hockey season for Fairfield Prep, coached by Matt Sather, who is the assistant coach here today for the Fairfield Prep baseball team. Lockery fouls that straight back to the screen. Rudy Moritz, the assistant coach on the hockey team, is the head coach of the baseball team as they flip-flop the duties. Into the windup, Troy Tersey, curveball hang. It's belted very high up in the air. Shallow left field. Arciolo, who covers a lot of ground, will come on in and make the catch, and Lockery is retired for the out. So you get 2 down. And it brings up Sean Blake, the first baseman. So Blake coming to the plate. He'll graduate from Fairfield Prep in 2014. So if my math is correct, that makes him a junior. Same as my cameraman, Thomas Wright. Troy Tersey, the right-hander. The pitch to the left-handed hitter, and it's fouled off. Some good speed in this Fairfield Prep lineup, from what I understand. Guys that can really wallop the baseball. Chris Collins, their leadoff hitter, has been very, very strong during the year, batting close to 500 from what I understand. Blake's trying to get it going from the left side for this Jesuit team, and that pitch low and inside, and the count rides a 1-1 strike. Don Basso behind the plate catching, well, he's calling the balls and strikes today. My good buddy. Here comes the pitch. That ball fouled off. I was going to say he's catching the balls and strikes behind the plate. He'd probably love to be doing that. That'd make him much younger. Outfield playing with a bit of a shift. Arciolo a step or two toward left center field. 400 feet to straightaway center field here at Quigley. Tersey's offering. Missed outside, and the count goes 2-2. Tersey seems to have some zip on it today. Throws mainly the fastball, throw the curveball. He has a little movement on that fastball. He's into the windup, and the pitch popped up. Third base side, drifting to foul territory and safely out of play for Sean Blake. Blake will get a chance to swing again. So here in the top of the first, Fairfield Prep coming in with a record at 11-4 overall, 3-2 in conference play, and we'll talk about that as this game moves along here a little bit. They did meet earlier in the season, and Fairfield Prep coming up with a victory on the road. Actually at home, Notre Dame was on the road. That ball fouled off again. Count remains level at 2-2 strikes with the bases clear and 2 outs here at the top of inning number 1. Nice crowd on hand for today's game. Usually nobody accompanies us here behind home plate, but we got a whole slew of fans in the stands here today, so I'm excited about that. Corso, the shortstop for Notre Dame, kicking up some dirt, getting ready. Tersey looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Here comes the 2-2. Ball hit high up into the air. Shallow right field. Coming on in is Gargiulo. Going out was Paulson. Gargiulo put it away, and Blake is retired on a fly ball. That's going to do it in the top of 1 for Fairfield Prep as they go quietly 1-2-3. We'll be back with the bottom of inning number 1. We are scoreless right here at Quigley after these messages.
Looks good, doesn't it? But you forgot something. All that saturated fat. Why not try Longini sausage instead? Other leading brands contain more than twice the saturated fat than Longini. Made with all natural ingredients, perfectly spiced with just enough salt, Longini sausage is the healthier choice. Made fresh locally in New Haven since 1950. Look for the Longini label in your grocer's fresh meat section.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com.
Well, welcome right back here to Quigley as we settle into the bottom of inning number 1. Looking around for things as I walk around here, doing like triple duty today. Zach Cork will lead things off for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Be totally confused by the 3rd inning. He'll play third base and lead it off here for Notre Dame. Mike Corso in the 2nd slot. He's a shortstop. Drew Arciolo, the center fielder, hitting 3rd. Zach Balaban in the cleanup spot, the first baseman today. Mike Levine, the left fielder, batting 5th. Brian Gargiulo, the right fielder, hitting 6th. Brian Roan, the designated hitter today, hitting for the pitcher Troy Tersey. Batting at 8th is Wes Paulson, the second baseman, and Aiden Burton, the catcher, will bat 9th today for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Notre Dame is qualified for the state tournament, as has Fairfield Prep, so both teams gearing up for CIAC tournament play, which will start in a couple of short weeks. Of course, both these teams would also probably like to compete in the SEC baseball tournament, which takes place the last week, well, the next to last week in May. We'll have full coverage of that right here on GoGreenKnights.com and SportingNewsCT.com. Kevin Stone, 3-0. Right-hander out in the mound, throws a strike to Corwick. Stone got some good size out there. Right-hander's pitch, mostly fastball, curveball pitcher. That's going to be fouled off by the right-handed hitting third baseman Corwick. And the count goes 0-2. Kevin Stone, only a sophomore. He's out of Stanford. So he's facing Corwick. Corwick not penciled in as the starting third baseman every day. As that curveball just missed inside. The count goes 1-2. But with the injury to Greg Zulo, he has been inserted into the lineup as an everyday player and has really done a nice job for Lou Kessler. Here comes the pitch. That ball hit high in the air, but very foul and way out of play down the right field side. So the count goes 1-2 to Corwick. Corso on deck. Outfielders playing straight away for Fairfield Prep. In left field is Joe Ganem. As Corwick hits a slow roller, picked up by the first baseman Blake, needs the help of the pitcher Stone, who got over there quickly to cover, and Corwick is retired. 3-1, well executed by the Jesuit defense, brings up Mike Corso. Corso, the shortstop, another guy that was not in the opening day starting lineup for Notre Dame at that position. It was actually Brian Roan, but Corso has come on and played so well that he has now earned a spot as the starting shortstop here. Really done a terrific job. Kevin Stone, the pitch, fouled straight back. Count quickly goes 0-1. Drew Archiolo on deck for Notre Dame. Behind the plate is Jake Berry, a junior for Fairfield Prep. Sean Blake down at first base. Chris Collins is your second baseman. Dean Lockery at shortstop. Here comes the pitch, curveball down low. At third base is David Jerix. Left fielder is Ganem. Sute in center. And Kenny Collins in right field for Fairfield Prep. That ball hit high in the air. Drifting towards the foul line in the foul territory. Can Collins get to it? No, he can't. Kenny Collins and Chris Collins, identical twins, out there in the field for Fairfield Prep. So Corso gets a chance to swing again with the count 1-2. Here in the bottom of the first, scoreless game. Stone. The windup. Ball hit hard. Down the third baseline. That's a fair ball inside the bag. Turning the bag at first is Corso. Digging for 2. Ganem will get to the ball and just, well, try to make it a close play at the bag at second, but could not. Nice scoop by Collins on the throw. And that'll be a double for Corso as he scorches it down the left field line. First base hit of the ball game. First hit for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. That's the obvious, and brings up their number 3 hitter, Drew Archiolo. On occasion, Notre Dame's offense has been anemic. On other occasions, they've been very good. They certainly had a terrific game against in our last broadcast game last week versus West Haven, the Blue Devils. I think they pounded out 11 hits in that game. Archiolo stepping up to the plate, swinging from the right side. So with one down, the runner in scoring position here in the bottom of 1. Here's the pitch from Stone. Down low, ball 1. Zach Ballabon on deck for the Green Knights. 335 down the line and left, 400 to straightaway center field, about 318 to right, but you got to get it up in the air. There's a ball hit high up into the air to the center fielder. Floating back to Sute, drifting over in the right center. Campson makes the catch, and no tag by Corso, who remains anchored at second. So Archiolo hits a fly ball. Might have been knocked down by the wind a little bit. And it brings up Zach Ballabon, the first baseman for Notre Dame. So Ballabon to the plate with 2 down here for Notre Dame, and Corso in scoring position at the bag at second. We mentioned Zullo out of the lineup, another guy that has not played most of this year is Griffin Garabedian. Here comes the pitch, that's down low. And Brendan Wynn out of the lineup today for Notre Dame also. He's been slowed down by an ankle injury. Here comes a pitch, ground ball. Hit right at the second baseman, fielded by Chris Collins, onto the bag at first. Ballabon and company retired. So the double by Corso will go for naught. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on. We've completed 1 full SEC baseball. Your score, Notre Dame and Fairfield Prep tied at 0. We'll be back with more right after these messages on GoGreenKnights.com. So stay with us.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenKnight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at MilfordPodiatry.com.
And now, the winner of this year's prestigious Honda President's Award for Excellence in Dealership Operations, Customer Satisfaction, Sales, and Training. Curtis Ryan from Curtis Ryan Honda in Shelton. Celebrating 39 years in Shelton with a great reputation, great deals, and an extraordinary sales experience, this is Curtis Ryan's 9th President's Award.
Network Group, we are
All right, 1 pitch into the top of 2. Fairfield Prep to the plate. That ball hit high and hard in the left center field, but it hangs up there a little bit, and Levine over to make the catch. It's Kevin Stone, the pitcher, leading things off at Fairfield Prep. Hit pretty well, but tracked down by Mike Levine for the innings for his out. So 4 up and 4 down for Troy Tersey to start the ball game. All fly ball outs. And it brings up Garrix, the third baseman here for Fairfield Prep. Swings from the right side. First pitch from Tersey. Curveball missed outside, and the count quickly goes 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the top of 2. We've had 1 hit in the ball game. Bottom of the first. Double by Michael Corso for Notre Dame. And fastball inside. The count goes 2-0. On deck is Jake Berry, the catcher for this Fairfield Prep team. There's a ground ball hit down to Corso, and it took a kind of a funny low hop on him there, and he boots it, and safe at first would be Garrix, and that will have to be recorded as an error on the shortstop right there. Look, nice big hop, and then when it hit the dirt, kind of skidded a little bit, and Corso not able to get down on it. So you got a runner on, and Jake Berry stepping up to the plate. Junior catcher swinging from the left side. Throw over to the bag at first, runner back in time. Notre Dame's outfield playing just about straight away. Giolo might be a step towards the left center. Playing inside the bag at third is Corwick, and that pitch low at the feet. And the count 1 ball, no strikes to Berry. Mike Carter, the designated hitter, waiting on deck for Fairfield Prep. Lead from the bag at first by Garrix. Here comes a pitch. Ground ball chopped down to the second baseman. Taken by Paulson. Only place to go is the first. Yes, Garrix was off and running. He'll take second, and Berry is retired 4-3. So you have 2 down, and Michael Carter, the designated hitter, stepping on up to the plate. Carter will swing from the right side for Fairfield Prep. He's a senior out of Norwalk, Connecticut. He's hitting for the right fielder, Kenny Collins, today. Tersey checks a runner at second, and that pitch paints the outside corner for strike 1. The count goes 0-1. Chris Soute on deck. Carter, the number 7 hitter in the lineup for Fairfield Prep. Terzi's pitch. Nub foul, first base side. So the count quickly 0-2 to Carter. Terzi with the glove high. From the stretch with a runner at second and 2 down. The pitch. Waste went outside and the count goes 1-2. Not a bad pitch. Carter didn't chase it, however. He takes a look down at the third base coaching box. Now he's ready to go. Archiolo has shifted a bit towards right center. Got a gap out in left center field. If Collins could get it there, and he reaches out and slaps it foul. Protecting the plate with that swing was Carter. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes with 2 down. Get a full slate of action for you on GoGreenKnights.com this week. We bring you lacrosse tomorrow, Notre Dame and Cheshire, 3:45 start. More lacrosse on Thursday when we travel to Jonathan Law, 7 p.m. start. That pitch fouled off. Might be 6 o'clock start. And then on Friday night, the high-flying Xavier Falcons will entertain the Green Knights of Notre Dame at gorgeous Parma Field, and we'll be there with all our cameras for that one. So looking forward to it. So a big week on GoGreenKnights.com. Terzi with the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Checks a runner at second. The pitch. That's rifle foul into the screening towards the first base side. That had Chris Soute in the on-deck circle, shaking his head a little bit, and he'll take a little stroll away from that on-deck area and move a little further down towards the first base bag to give you some perspective of how close that came to him. So Carter doing a pretty good job hanging in there. He's wasted off a couple of pitches now. Lead from the bag at second by Garrix. Here comes the pitch. Curveball. Swing, miss. Ball dropped, picked up, and lobbed along by Burton as he had to throw it over the head of Carter, trying to make his way to the bag at first, and that will do it. So the strikeout by Troy Terzi, his first of the ball game, will end the inning. In the second for Fairfield Prep, no runs, no hits was an error, and 1 runner left on base. We'll be back with the bottom of 2, scoreless between Fairfield Prep and the Green Knights of Notre Dame right here on GoGreenKnights.com. So please stay with us.
Committed to offering simple and meaningful solutions to your complex problems. We work hard to achieve the highest levels of quality in our solutions to help your customers meet their challenging business needs. We're committed to delivering technology management solutions that offer security, reliability, availability, and performance. Visit our website, thebusinessnetworkgroup.com, for more information. Considering an orthodontic treatment for you or your children? Dr. Philip Caparuso, a Notre Dame parent of 4, is conveniently located at the end of the Milford Green. Dr. Caparuso is a board-certified orthodontist and a preferred Invisalign provider. A proud GoGreenKnight.com sponsor, you can visit Dr. Caparuso online at drcaportho.com or call 203-874-5400. Let Dr. Caparuso bring out your best smile.
For the last 10 years, Federico Insetti has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of 72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of 82, and Lynn Setti, Sacred Heart Academy class of 82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico Insetti is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenKnights.com, call Federico Insetti at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting needs.
All right, welcome right back. And at the plate for the Green Knights of Notre Dame is the left fielder. That is Mike Levine. Levine, Brian Gargiulo, the right fielder, designated hitter Brian Roan, scheduled to hit here in the bottom of inning number 2 of a scoreless game. Levine up to the plate for the first time. Notre Dame threatened in the first when Corso doubled with 1 out, but he was anchored to the bag at second as Kevin Stone got out of a little bit of a jam there. That pitch, ground ball, hit right past The pitcher scooped up by Lockery. Good arm on the first, and Levine is retired 6-3. Stone went after that with the bare hand, but it was out of his reach. And Lockery charged it effectively, so you have one down. Going to bring up Brian Gargiulo, the right fielder for the Green Knights. Outfield playing straight away. Sute in center field. Left fielder is Ganem, and right fielder Kenny Collins. As Stone's pitch, curveball, bends it in. Pretty curveball there from Kevin Stone. The count quickly 0-1 to Gargiulo. Roan on deck. Driven to center field. Coming on the center field is Sute as Gargiulo hit it well, but right at Sute, and he comes on in to make the catch. 2 down. And brings up Brian Roan, the designated hitter for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Roan's been all over the place playing the infield. Very talented ball player. Designated hitter today. He's played some second. Of course, played shortstop for a time. Swings at the first pitch and flies at the right. Collins drifting back, reaching up. He'll make the catch, and that was just easy work for Kevin Stone as he gets him 1, 2, 3 and did not have to use up too much in the gas tank. No runs, no hits. They'll be left on base for Notre Dame. We have completed 2 full. Your score, Fairfield Prep and Notre Dame tied at 0 right here on GoGreenKnights.com. We'll be back with more high school baseball right after these important messages.
Many times bad things happen to good people. A car accident, a divorce, a loved one is arrested. Things you just can't prepare for. Zingaro and Cretella specialize in civil litigation, family law, and criminal defense. A leading New Haven and Fairfield County general practice law firm established in 2001, attorneys Gene Zingaro and Don Cretella, MD class of 1986, who thankfully is a much better lawyer than it was a receiver for me, will guide you and help you make an informed and rational decision in a difficult time. Visit them at www.theconnecticutdefenders.com. Zingaro and Cretella is a law firm you can trust.
Are you looking for a professional painter? Then look no further than Notre Dame's own Donald Martone, class of 87 in his company, Decorative and Traditional Painting by DKM, a full-service painting company specializing in both custom interior and exterior painting at residential and commercial settings. They are fully insured and licensed and will beat any estimate. DKM Painting provides services such as popcorn ceiling repair to painting a single room to an entire house. No job is too big or small. For more information, visit his website, www.paintingbydkm.com. Email him at don@paintingbydkm.com or call him at 203-433-2356 for professional painting. Look no further than Don Martone and Painting by DKM.
Looks good, doesn't it? But you forgot something.
All right, welcome right back as we move into the top of inning number 3, scoreless between Notre Dame and Fairfield Prep here at the top of the 3rd inning, just making sure our scoreboard was accurate. Notre Dame will play in the upcoming Class L CIEC baseball tournament coming into today's game with a 10-5 record, only 4 more to go after today. High school spring sports seasons go by so quickly. Terzi, thus far, has pitched to Jem. He's allowed 1 base runner Vieira. This is Sute leading it off. 8, 9, and 1, the scheduled hitters for Fairfield Prep. Terzi pitching on the ground, and that's through for a base hit. Sute did a nice job to turn on it. The number 8 hitter in the Fairfield Prep lineup comes up with a base hit. You know, heading out to Palmer Field on Friday night, it's going to be exciting, and also be exciting, of course, for the state championship games. I believe Palmer Field will be the site for the 4 championship games. We'll have coverage of those. Be working with the gang from CPTV and, of course, Play On Sports to provide a CIC network coverage of all those games. Looking forward to it. Throw to the bag at first, and Sute able to dive on back and dirty up the uniform a little bit. Ganem on deck. Actually, get him to the plate now, the left fielder. Top of the order, Chris Collins on deck. Terzi from the stretch. They show bunt, pitch a little high. Count goes 0-1. First time in the ball game, the Jesuits have put a leadoff runner on, trying to put a little heat on this Notre Dame D. Sute, another throw over, sweep tag by Ballabon, a little tardy. Trying to keep him tight there. Center fielder Drew Archiolo not playing all that deep for Notre Dame. It's Levine playing just about straight away. In left, they show bunt. It's going to be popped up. Corwick will catch it, and the runner back to the bag. So not well executed that time by Ganem as he popped it up on the bunt. Maybe he was trying to bunt it over the head of Corwick, who was charging down that third baseline. So that's going to do it in a failed sacrifice bunt, one down. Sute still at first. Chris Collins to the plate. Fly ball out to right field his first time. Second baseman is 0 for 1 today. Throw to the bag at first, and again Sute able to dive on back. Another throw to the bag, and back he goes again. These two teams met earlier in the year. It took them 12 innings to decide the matter. Fairfield Prep winning in 12, 7-6. The pitch, strike call. Jesuits will be playing in the Class LL state tournament. Notre Dame, as it sits right now, 8th in Class L. Ball hit down to Paulson, only play to first, got the out there. So Collins able to move the runner along as he hit behind him. Collins retired 4-3. Sute moves to the bag at second, and Dean Lockery stepping up. Lockery 0 for 1 here today. Lockery hit it pretty well, but to the center fielder his first time, Drew Archiolo. So for the second time in the ball game, the Jets with the runner down in scoring position. They moved the runner to second back in the second inning. They have one there now here in the third. Tersey checks the runner into the windup and the pitch. Snaps it into the glove of the catcher Burton, but wide of the plate. Count goes 1 ball, no strikes here to Lockery. Sean Blake on deck. I would imagine when these two teams played earlier in the season, when you talk about Notre Dame and Fairfield Prep, the weather was probably miserable as part of our interesting spring that we have had. That game was played on April 15th. Here comes a pitch, fouled off. April 15th is a day I think we'll all remember for quite some time. Same day they ran the Boston Marathon, and they had that horrific event take place. Really captivated most of us folks here in New England and around the world for an entire week as the manhunt continued and successfully completed. That pitch fouled back. I was at the CIAC Scholar Athlete Award ceremonies yesterday at the AquaTurf in Southington. Boy, what an event. Over 1,700 people in attendance. That pitch just missed. I did not catch who was the student athlete representative for Fairfield Prep. I was busy doing all the videotaping and things. Here comes the pitch to the plate. That ball looped on a hop. Taken by Corso, dropped by Corso. Well, you know, he kind of went at that thing to block it down, and it had some spin to it and skewed off his body, so everybody's safe. Sute will take third, and boy, that's kind of a harsh error call, I guess, on the shortstop, Mike Corso. I am not the official score, but I'm going to go E6 for now, and I'll check on that with someone who might know more. So runners at first and third. Corso kind of let that ball play him. So they're on the corners with 2 down for Sean Blake. Blake fly ball out his first time. The pitch to Blake, ground ball, turned on that, it's going to roll foul. Balaban will field it in foul territory. Kevin Stone awaits on deck, so here in the third, a base hit and an error that's put runners at first and third for Fairfield Prep. Outfield just about straight away. Count goes 0-1 to Troy Tersey. We'll see if they switch that to a base hit or not. On that ball that was hit by Lockery. Hit it hard with some spin. That's twice he's hit it hard. That ball turned on and fouled off down the right field line by Blake. Count remains 0-2. Troy Tersey, the senior for Notre Dame, out in the hill. In a bit of a jam right here with the runners on the corners, but he's got 2 down and 2 strikes and a hitter. That one a little high, and the count goes 1 ball and 2 strikes. Leadoff single by Soute, took second on a ground ball out, third on the error. Lockery at first with a short lead. The Tersey 1-2 pitch turned on and loop foul down the right field line by Sean Blake. Class L, Bristol, the cream of the crop right now. Bristol Central, Xavier Amity, Greenwich, Richfield, all playing terrific baseball. That pitch hit very, very high, and it's playable out the left field. Coming on is Levine reaching up to make the catch, and they retire Sean Blake on a very high fly ball out the left field. So the Jesuits threatened, but no runs. There was 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. We've completed 2.5, and your score: Fairfield Prep 0, Notre Dame West Haven 0. And a good pitches duel right now between Tersey and Stone. We'll be back with more right after these messages, so stay with us on GoGreenKnights.com.
All that saturated fat. Why not try Longini sausage instead? Other leading brands contain more than twice the saturated fat than Longini. Made with all natural ingredients, perfectly spiced with just enough salt, Longini sausage is the healthier choice. Made fresh locally in New Haven since 1950. Look for the Longini label in your grocer's fresh meat section.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenKnight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at milfordpodiatry.com.
And now,
all right, we're back. We're pitching to this at-bat here as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Green Knights of Notre Dame at the plate in a scoreless game. Kevin Stone facing Wes Paulson. Paulson takes the 1-1 pitch and pops it up. Foul territory, and on to make the catch is the right fielder, Kenny Collins, for the out. So Paulson begins the bottom of the 3rd with a foul fly to the right fielder. And you have 1 down. Brings up Zach Corwick. Corwick grounded out 3-1 his first time. Nice play by first baseman Blake to go get the slow roller, and good coverage at the bag by Kevin Stone, who's well coordinated. So Aiden Burton stepping up. Burton, the catcher, really has done a fabulous job with his Notre Dame pitching staff throughout the year. Jake Berry behind the plate for Fairfield Prep. Sean Blake at first base. You have Chris Collins at second. Curveball, strike. Dean Lockery at shortstop, and David Garrick's a third baseman. Joe Ganem in left field, Chris Soute in center, Kenny Collins in right field defensively for Fairfield Prep. The pitch. Late swing and a miss by Burton. He's in a bit of a hole here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Zach Corwick on deck. Burton trying to become a base runner. Notre Dame has had just 1, the Corso double back in the 1st. Ground ball chopped to the charging Lockery. Takes the easy bounce, throws on the run, and zips it along. He's a fine athlete. And Burton retired. Also a terrific hockey player. Had a couple of back-breaking goals against the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Fairfield Prep and Notre Dame played 4 times last year. Jesuits coming from a 2-goal deficit to win the Division I state championship over the Green Knights. We wish Bill Gerosa, my good buddy, the best of luck, as he has just recently retired as a longtime hockey coach of Notre Dame West Haven High School. A couple of names have been tossed around as possible replacements, and really high-quality candidates if one were to come through, as that ball is popped up by Corwick and out of play down the right field side. But who will it be? I may put my name in the hat. I'd like to be a hockey coach. No way. No how. I mean, I would love to be I wouldn't want to give up the broadcasting stuff. I mean, I'd make Adamas my assistant coach. All right, Corwick to the plate with a count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Stone into the windup. That ball off the fist foul, third base side. Lou Kessler can't make the play over there. Lou with over 300 wins now. But Notre Dame is a baseball coach, one-time player. Must have played for athletic director Tom Marcucci. He had to. I think everybody did. I think Tom has been around long enough, right? Here comes the pitch. Hit high in the air, shallow right. Drifting in the center fielder, and Souté will take control and make the catch. And the Green Knights of Notre Dame have gone quietly 1-2-3 for the second consecutive inning. And that is now a total of 8 in a row retired by, actually 10 in a row retired by Kevin Stone. All right, we'll be back with the top of the fourth, scoreless between the Green Knights of Notre Dame and Fairfield Prep right here on GoGreenKnights.com. So please stay with us. We're back with more after this.
The winner of this year's prestigious Honda President's Award for Excellence in Dealership Operations, Customer Satisfaction, Sales, and Training. Curtis Ryan from Curtis Ryan Honda in Shelton. Celebrating 39 years in Shelton with a great reputation, great deals, and an extraordinary sales experience, this is Curtis Ryan's 9th President's Award.
Network Group, we are committed to offering simple and meaningful solutions to your complex problems. We work hard to achieve the highest levels of quality in our solutions to help your customers meet their challenging business needs. We're committed to delivering technology management solutions that offer security, reliability, availability, and performance. Visit our website, thebusinessnetworkgroup.com, for more information. Considering an orthodontic treatment for you or your children? Dr. Philip Caparuso, a Notre Dame parent of 4, is conveniently located at the end of the Milford Green. Dr. Caparuso is a board-certified orthodontist and a preferred Invisalign provider. A proud GoGreenKnight.com sponsor, you can visit Dr. Caparuso online at drcaportho.com or call 203-874-5400. Let Dr. Caparuso bring out your best smile.
All right, welcome right back. First pitch in the top of the 4th inning, in for the strike call. Fairfield Prep to the plate in the scoreless game. Leading things off, the pitcher Kevin Stone. He's 0 for 1 with a fly to left. Jersey's pitch down low. Count goes 1 ball and 1 strike. Stone, Garrix, and Berry, the scheduled hitters here for the Jesuits in the top of the 4th inning. It's been a dandy thus far, tied at 0 if you like low-scoring affairs. Stone and Jersey done a nice job. Not too many strikeouts between the two. That's a strike call, and the count goes 1-2. Jersey with a strikeout back on the second. Stone has yet to strike out a batter, but he has retired the last 8 in a row he has faced, so I finally got my math right. Here's a ground ball, slap foul. First base wet. Jersey got out of a first and third 2-out jam in the 3rd inning with a fly ball out. He faced a 2-out runner at second situation in the second and get out of that jam, and that's a great pitch right there by Tersey as Kevin Stone broke the plane trying to hold back on a pitch that slid out of the strike zone. Second strikeout for Troy, and he got one down here in the top of the 4th. It brings up David Garrix, the third baseman, or Garrix, the third baseman. Reached on an error his first time. Jake Berry awaiting on deck. Tersey with a leg kick. Bends it in for the strike. Right now he's got that Movement working on that pitch. Finding the strike zone with a first pitch curveball, and the count goes 0-1. Troy Tersey into the windup. Here comes the pitch, and that's up a tad high for a ball. Count level, 1 ball, 1 strike. A miss. Count goes 2-1. Eric's a third baseman. Notre Dame outfield straight away. Pitch down low, and the count rides to 3 balls and 1 strike. Tersey has not walked a batter. A couple of base runners have reached via error today for Fairfield Prep. They have just 1 hit. Here comes the pitch. And that's driven towards right center field. Archeola's going to have to chase that down all the way to the fence. Into the bag at second goes Garrick. He's thinking 3. Here comes the long throw cut off, and the throw to the bag at third, not in time, is sliding in under the throw with a hustling triple is David Garrick's. Great bit of hitting. Tell you what, the relay throw was not all that bad. It was strongly thrown. Garrick tried to put the tag on him. Garrick's able to slide in with a triple, a 1-out triple. Notre Dame will bring the infield in now around the horn. I believe that was Levine who fielded the cutoff throw, the left fielder. And threw it to the bag at third. Looked like the number 1 on the back of the jersey there, which was interesting. Tersey now working against a left-handed hitter, Jake Berry, and Berry hits that ball high in the air. Caught by Archeola. They're going to tag the runner. Here comes the throw. It's going to be a bit offline, and sliding in safely is Garrick with the game's first run, and Fairfield Prep will take a 1-0 lead. So Jake Berry got the job done with a sac fly, RBI to make it 1-0, and brings up Michael Carter. So Fairfield Prep on the board first. And they have the 1-0 lead here in the top of the 4th inning. So the triple sac fly combination gets the job done. Fairfield Prep right now would be one of the top 8 seeds in Class LL if the CIAC tournament started today. Boy, some powerhouse teams above them, however. Here comes the pitch to the plate, and that's going to be fouled off. Yeah, Bristol Central, a perfect 12-0. Xavier at 14-1. We'll see them Friday night on GoGreenKnights.com. Amity at 12-2. Greenwich, Ridfield, Southington, a very good team. That pitch, strike call over the outside corner. Southington has a big game on Friday night. I was asked by CPTV Sports to go broadcast that game, but we got one here that we're going to be part of. Yeah, they take on New Britain on Friday night. That pitch down low. New Britain's been struggling at 2-10, however, in Class LL play. Carter up with the bases empty and 2 down and a run home. Curveball fouls it off. Carter struck out his first time, but that after a lengthy at bat, he really made Troy Tersey work and work as he spoiled off many a pitch. Tersey into the windup. Right-hander's pitch, swing and a miss, and a strikeout of Mike Carter. That is the 3rd strikeout of the ball game for Tersey, but the damage is done. So in the inning, 1 run on 1 hit. Nobody left on. The run scores off the bat of Jake Berry's sac fly. David Garrix had set it all up with that hustling triple. We are through 3.5. And your score, it is Fairfield Prep on top of Notre Dame by the score of 1-0. We'll be back with more right here on GoGreenKnights.com after these important messages.
For the last 10 years, Federico Insetti has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of 72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of 82, and Lynn Setti, Sacred Heart Academy class of 82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico Insetti is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenKnights.com, call Federico Insetti at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting needs.
Many times bad things happen to good people. A car accident, a divorce, a loved one is arrested. Things you just can't prepare for. Zingaro and Cretella specialize in civil litigation, family law, and criminal defense. A leading New Haven and Fairfield County general practice law firm established in 2001, attorneys Gene Zingaro and Don Cretella, MD class of 1986, who thankfully is a much better lawyer than it was a receiver for me, will guide you and help you make an informed and rational decision in a difficult time. Visit them at www.theconnecticutdefenders.com. Zingaro and Cretella is a law firm you can trust.
All right back here at the home of the Green Knights, Quigley Stadium in beautiful West Haven, Connecticut. We move on to the bottom of 4. Corso leading it off, grounded foul third base side. Michael, the number 2 hitter in the Notre Dame lineup, with a double back in the first, was stranded at the bag at second. It'll be Corso, Archiolo, and Balabon, the scheduled hitters here for the Green Knights of Notre Dame at the bottom of the 4th inning. Fairfield Prep with a 1-0 lead. Run scored top of 4. Stone's pitch hit very high up in the air. Shallow left field. Going out, shortstop Dean Lockery. The call off Ganem, the left fielder, and Corso retired on a short fly ball. One down, Drew Archiolo to the plate. Archiolo with a fly out to center his first time, so Drew is 0 for 1. That infield from third base along the first. For Fairfield Prep at third. David Garrix had that big triple, scored on a sac fly. Dean Lockery at shortstop. Chris Collins at second. Sean Blake at first. And that pitch over for the strike. Jake Berry behind the plate. Had the sac fly and the RBI in the top of the 4th. Here comes the pitch of Stone, working quickly. In for strike 2, and the count now 0-2 to Archiolo, who's 0 for 1. Ganem in left, Sute in center, Collins in right field defensively. That's Kevin Collins, twin brother of Chris, who plays second base. Pitch in for the strike 3 call. A nasty curveball by Kevin Stone. He's really starting to loosen it up. That was a pretty pitch. It might have been his best pitch of the ball game, and that's his first strikeout. And Balabon to the plate with 2 down, nobody on for the Green Knights. Balabon with the ground ball out, so he's 0 for 1 as he rolled one down to the second baseman, Chris Collins. Here comes a pitch. That ball chopped up the middle. Could be trouble. Lockery trying to get to it. Comes up with it and throws to first. A dazzling play by the shortstop, Dean Lockery. Went all the way to the second base side of the infield to make the play. And Balabon retired by Lockery on just a wonderful play. One of the best plays I have seen defensively all year long. Notre Dame goes 1, 2, 3. We'll be back with the top of 5 after this.
Are you looking for a professional painter? Then look no further than Notre Dame's own Donald Martone, class of 87 in his company, Decorative and Traditional Painting by DKM, a full-service painting company specializing in both custom interior and exterior painting at residential and commercial settings. They are fully insured and licensed and will beat any estimate. DKM Painting provides services such as popcorn ceiling repair to painting a single room to an entire house. No job is too big or small. For more information, visit his website, www.paintingbydkm.com. Email him at don@paintingbydkm.com or call him at 203-433-2356 for professional painting. Look no further than Don Martone and Painting by DKM.
All right, welcome right back. Nice to be with y'all as we move on to the top of inning number 5. 1-0, Fairfield Prep leading. It's been quite a pitcher's duel. Troy Tersey and Kevin Stone. Tersey on the mound for the Green Knights of Notre Dame, and Stone, of course, for the Jesuits of Fairfield Prep. Chris Sute to lead it off here in the 5th inning. Sute today is singled, reached third, was stranded there back in the 3rd, so the number 8 hitter is 1 for 1. Pitch hit high up in the air towards the gap in right center field. That thing is going to go all the way to the wall and out of here for a home run. Well, we kind of lost it in the trees, but that is a blast to right center field, and he got it up there, and a home run for Chris Sute to make it 2-0. Number 8 hitter Chris Sute now 2 for 2, and what a blast in the right center field. I don't know if it had the height to get out, but it certainly did. And Sute with a monstrous home run. Fairfield Prep now takes a 2-0 lead over the Green Knights of Notre Dame. So a leadoff homer brings up the number 9 hitter, Joe Ganem. Ganem, the left fielder, popped up to first base, and Zach Ballabon his first time. So he's 0 for 1. The Tersey pitch, low and away. What a blast by Sute. Boy, did he drive that out of here. Right center field. I kind of lost sight of it. And I had to wait for the plate umpire, Don Basso, to say, that's out of here. Home run. He saw it. Saw it all the way. He had to trot out by the mound, which gives him an extra 75 feet over what we have from our vantage point here. But what a blast by Sute through that tree-lined area out there. You're not going to go retrieve that, but boy, did he whack it. Collins on deck, Chris Collins. Here comes the Tersey 2-1. Ball popped up, fouled off, out of play. Here in the top of the 5th now, Jesuits with a 2-0 lead over Notre Dame. Notre Dame, as we mentioned, 10-5 coming in today. Fairfield Prep at 11-4, trying to sweep the season series, and that ball looped into left off the glove of Levine, turning the bag at first and digging for 2, and sliding in before the throw is Joe Ganem. So that would be a single error, allowing him to take second base on the left fielder. So with nobody out, runner at second, and Fairfield Prep trying to break things open here in the 5th inning. Got a runner at second and nobody out and a run home already off that home run by Sute. That is the 3rd error of the ball game by the Green Knights of Notre Dame here. And then it brings up Chris Collins, who's 0 for 2. Chris with a fly ball out and a ground ball out. He's been one of the hottest hitters in the Jesuit lineup, so certainly overdue. They come in at the corners at first and third, Ballabon and Corwick respectively. Tersey will spin and throw down as creeping in behind the runner was Corso. 2-0, Fairfield Prep leading here in the top of the 5th inning. Tersey. Pitch. Down a little low. Count goes 1 ball, no strikes to Collins. Dean Lockery on deck. Lockery has made a dazzling play in the field today. Short lead from the bag at second by Ganem. The pitch is going to be bunted by Collins, scooped up by the first baseman, the wheel by Paulson, the second baseman of the bag, and they get Collins, lays down the sacrifice bunt to move the runner along, Ganem the third. So good job there. Ballabon didn't even look to see if he could get the runner going second or third, Ganem, so good decision there, good play by Paulson, the wheel on over. So Dean Lockery to the plate. With 1 down runner at third, playing inside the bag at third is Zach Corwick. Tyre infield has come in around the horn for Notre Dame, and that pitch is in for the strike. Ganem looks like he has some pretty good speed at third, trying to take that lead away. Corwick not trying to hold him tight over there at all. Tersey against a left-handed hitter, Dean Lockery, who's hit the ball hard twice. Ground ball through the drawn-in infield, and that's an RBI base hit. Ganem will score. Lockery with an RBI single. 2 runs home in the inning, and now a 3-0 lead for the Jesuits. So the Jesuits trying to pull away from the Green Knights right here. Sean Blake to the plate. He's 0 for 2, a couple of fly ball outs. Throw to the bag at first, Lockery. He got back. I believe time had been called behind the plate, so no throw. That would count, put it that way. Levine in left, Acciolo in center, Gargiulo in right field defensively for Notre Dame. The pitch missed outside. So Notre Dame has made 3 errors. That one came back to burn him a little bit on that single by Ganem, the left, that was played off the glove of Levine, and he took second base. Pitch strike call. Count 1-1. Oh, they nearly wrong-footed the runner Lockery at first. He had to be quick with the feet to get back to the bag. He's a good hockey player. He's got quick feet. Lockery leaning away. Tersey looking in for the sign from Aiden Burton. Sets up to the outside part of the plate against a left-handed hitter. Pitch fouled at spot. Strike call. Good pitch by Tersey in the count 1-2. So the count at 1-2, 1 out. Runner at first base. Again, they throw to first. Lockery able to dive on back. I was talking to Al Carbone, the commissioner of the SEC, in attendance here today, mentioning the fact that there is a lot of college scouts in attendance today. That pitch missed outside. Notre Dame outfield straight away. Jesuit team very young, but they're balanced with their classes. Got that senior leadership where need be, and up-and-coming sophomores, good junior class. John Blake awaits as they throw to first again. Count 2-2 to Blake. Stone on deck. Lockery got back to the bag. Lockery with a lead away. Ballabon trying to hold him tight over there. Tersey's 2-2. Swing and a miss, and the strikeout of Sean Blake. So he strikes out Blake. That'll be his 4th strikeout of the ball game. You have 2 down. And it brings up Kevin Stone, who's 0 for 2 with a fly ball out, ground ball out, trying to help his own cause here. Well, his mates have sported him a 3-run lead here in the top of the 5th inning. The big blast, the Chris Soutte leadoff home run here in the 3rd. They scored a run on a sac fly, RBI in the 4th after a triple. There's a ground ball to Corso, feels it goes across the diamond, got it there in time to get Kevin Stone. But a lot of damage done in the inning. In the inning, 2 runs. There were 3 hits, a runner left on base for Fairfield Prep. They open up. There was an error thrown in, too. A 3-0 lead over the Green Knights. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more right here on GoGreenKnights.com after these messages. Good look at the Green Knights huddling around head coach Lou Kessler.
Looks good, doesn't it? But you forgot something. All that saturated fat. Why not try Longini sausage instead? Other leading brands contain more than twice the saturated fat than Longini. Made with all natural ingredients, perfectly spiced with just enough salt, Longini sausage is the healthier choice. Made fresh locally in New Haven since 1950. Look for the Longini label in your grocer's fresh meat section.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com.
All right, welcome right back here to beautiful Quigley Stadium as we move on to the bottom of inning number 5. Green Knights got to get that offense going here against Kevin Stone, trailing 3-0. Mike Levine will lead it off. Levine, Gargiulo, and Roan, the scheduled hitters for Notre Dame here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Michael today is 0 for 1 with a ground ball out to the shortstop, Dean Lockery. Stone, the right-hander. Pitch inside. That had Levine pulling out of the way. Count goes 2-0. Green Knights await what opponent in the upcoming CIAC tournament. They've already qualified for that. Ahead of them, East Lyme, North Haven, Avon, Waterford, New Canaan, Fitch, and Cheney Tech going from 7 to the top. And the liner right to the first baseman. And nice play there by Sean Blake. Levine retired. So one down, brings up Brian Gargiulo, 0 for 1 with a line ball out to straightaway center field. He hit it well, but Sute got a good jump on the sinking liner and made the catch coming towards the infield. Gargiulo, the right fielder, swings from the right. Pitch in for the strike. Gargiulo, a senior for this Notre Dame team, fooled on that off-speed pitch. He spun around like a top, and the count goes 0-2 to Gargiulo. Roan on deck. Stone looking in. Right-hander into the windup, and the pitch missed way outside. Ball scoots past Jake Berry. Jake Berry behind the plate. Sean Blake at first. Chris Collins, Dean Lockery, David Jerix around the infield.
Now,
Joe Ganem in left, Chris Sute in center, Kevin Collins in right defensively, the Fairfield Prep.
Thank you.
We're going to retrieve some baseballs. In the bottom of the 5th inning. Stone is ready. Peeks over the glove. He can get that fastball to about 83, 84 miles an hour. That's a ground ball hit right to the third baseman. Garrett's on the first. Took a big hop. Gargiulo retired 5-3, 2 down. Notre Dame has not had a base runner since the first inning when Corso doubled. 13 in a row retired by Kevin Stone. He has certainly found his groove. Brian Roan with a fly ball out his first time. 1 base runner, 1 hit in the ball game for Notre Dame. The pitch. Missed inside. Center fielder Chris Sute with a home run today. For Fairfield Prep, got an RBI from Lockery. RBI from the catcher in a sac fly. Ground ball hit to Lockery and onto the bag at first. Another 1-2-3 inning for Kevin Stone on 3 ground ball outs. He's getting a lot of ground ball outs here today. Well, he has now retired a total of 14 in a row. And we'll take a break. We'll be back with more on to the top of the 6th. Fairfield Prep, they continue to lead the Green Knights of Notre Dame by the score of 3-0. Back with more on GoGreenKnights.com.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenKnight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at MilfordPodiatry.com.
And now, the winner of this year's prestigious Honda President's Award for Excellence in Dealership Operations, Customer Satisfaction, Sales, and Training. Curtis Ryan from Curtis Ryan Honda in Shelton. Celebrating 39 years in Shelton with a great reputation, great deals, and an extraordinary sales experience, this is Curtis Ryan's 9th President's Award.
Network Group, we are committed.
All right, back onto the top of the 6th inning. Fairfield Prep coming back to the plate here. They have the lead at 3-0.
You know, I did hand it in to put on YouTube today. So, that one, people just crowding something and it's left right behind it.
Jersey out in the mound. Right-hander to the windup. And the pitch. Mr. Mark have a number 44 batting for Fairfield Prep. I can't tell you who that is. Do not have a 44 in my lineup card, but he's hitting in the third baseman slot, David Garrick's slot. Did David change his shirt? I don't know. Well, we'll find out. On deck is Berry. That pitch in for the strike. They're calling him Dave, so maybe he just changed his shirt out there. Good Garrick's. Here comes the pitch. Ball fouled off. Garrick's today has reached on an error, tripled and scored back in the 4th. This young man has certainly played in the game because his pants are all dirtied up. Looks like from a slide, and he went sliding into the bag at third, so we will assume that that is David Garrett. Tersey with the count 2-2 into the windup. Pitch rides too high, and the count goes full 3-2. Count full 3-2. Tersey into the windup. The pitch. That's high ball 4. First walk issue today by Troy Tersey. Go along with 4 strikeouts, and now leadoff base runner for Fairfield Prep. Jesuits have had a runner in every inning but the first here today when they went 1-2-3. The leadoff runner on back on the third. They could not get him home. That was Sute who had singled. Now Jake Berry to the plate. Berry is 0 for 1 ground ball out with a sac fly RBI. Go to the bag at first, runner on back. Jake the catcher is a junior. Doing a nice job handling Stone here today. Squares the bunt, bunts it foul to the backstop. Count goes 0-1 to Jake Berry. Lead from the bag at first by Garrett. Outfield just about straight away. The Tersey pitch high and outside. No throw down by the catcher, Aiden Burton, at first, as Garrett gets on back. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 3-0 if you're just tuning in. A run in the 4th and 2 big runs in the 5th inning for Fairfield Prep. Notre Dame's offense has not been able to solve Stone today, as Kevin Stone has retired 14 in a row. I believe he's got 1 strikeout, but a lot of ground ball outs today. 8 ground ball outs. Infield has played very well for Fairfield Prep. Outfield straight away for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Another throw to the bag at first. Garrett's on back over there. From the stretch, Tersey, the pitch, the bunt. Third baseman, Cork, will field it. Only play first. Got the out there. Big swing to the bag at second by Garrett, but there was nobody covering there, so he's on back. He moves in the scoring position, and Jake Berry now with a sacrifice bunt and a sac fly RBI. Got 1 down, brings up the designated hitter, Mike Carter. Carter is 0 for 2. Number 7 hitter in the lineup. He's had a couple of good at bats from the standpoint he's really made Tersey work for the strikeouts. But Tersey has had his number today. Tell you what, Quigley in pristine condition. Of course, they don't play football here anymore, which has certainly helped it over the last, 2-3 years now with Notre Dame moving up the veterans? I believe 3 years. Could only be 2, but it might be 3. 4 years already? Oh my God, 4 years already? Getting a little too fast. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball hit sharply up the middle and through for a base hit. Charged by Archiolo. They stop the runner at third, and the throw will be cut off by the hustling Zach Ballabon. It was a little slow getting to that cutoff spot. Archiolo threw it to the spot, and he had to go get it like a wideout. So Carter with a sharp single up the middle. Now you got runners on the corners with 1 down. And Chris Sute to the plate, belted a long, high, majestic home run to right center field. His last plate appearance to lead off the 5th. And looks like we're going to get a little bit of time here. As Rudy Moritz wants to come down, have a quick chat with his hitter, Chris Sute. We're going to get a pinch runner coming on. Kevin Sullivan is going to run for the designated hitter, Mike Carter. So Sullivan coming on to run here. With re-entry, of course, Carter could remain in the game. Playing inside the bag and on the lip of the grass at third is Zach Corwick. Runners at first and third, 1 down. Notre Dame would love to get a double play. Try to get Sute to hit a hard grounder somewhere. Tersey's pitch in for the strike. Now, we talked about all the ground ball outs pitched by Stone today. On the flip side, Tersey has allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fly ball outs. A lot of them coming early on through the first 3 innings. Now 1 ball, 1 strike now to Sute. Looks like he's swinging away here. Tersey's pitch to the plate. Swing and a miss, and the count goes 1-2 to Chris Sute. Athletic director of Fairfield Prep is Stephen Donahue, class of '92. Of course, Tom Marcucci, the athletic director at Notre Dame West Haven High School. The pitch, ball hit high up into the air. The right fielder Gargiulo will have room this time. He'll reach up and make the catch. They tag the runner at third, and he's going to score easily. And another run on the board, so Garrix will cross and makes it 4-0, and Sute with his second RBI on the sac fly. So it's 4-0. Fairfield Prep here at the top of the 6th inning. As they add 1 more, certainly getting the job done here today. The Jesuits. To the plate, number 9 hitter Joe Ganem. Ganem today is popped up, reached on a single, and scored a run back in the 5th. Took second base on an error. As a swing and a miss, and put him in the scoring position. He would eventually come around in the Lockery base hit. Fairfield Prep trying to win their 12th of the year. Notre Dame now needs to overcome a 4-run deficit with 6 outs remaining offensively. And they've only had 1 hit off of Kevin Stone, the double by Mike Corso back in the 1st inning. So the odds are in the favor of the Jesuits. Now the throw by Tersey to the bag at first gets away, and down to the bag at second goes the pinch runner, Kevin Sullivan. That'll be E1. That throw got away. Thrown down really where Balabon really couldn't go get it. That is the 4th error by Notre Dame here today. In the ball game for Fairfield Prep, they didn't get their first hit until the 3rd. There's a ground ball past Corwick, and Levine will field that. He was coming in trying to get it, and it went scooted past him. We'll give again him a base hit there. And now runners on the corners with 2 down. That is the 6th hit of the ball game. Top of the order, and Chris Collins to the plate, who's overdue the way he's been whacking the ball this year. So Collins to the plate, 0 for 2 at the sacrifice bunt. The runners at first and third. A base hit will break this wide open. And the pitch is in for the strike. Good pitch by Troy Tersey. Dean Lockery awaits on deck. Who's hit the ball hard 3 times today. Runners at first and third. The pitch to the plate. Low and away. Kevin Sullivan, the pinch runner at third base. Down at first is Joe Ganem. Notre Dame outfield playing just about straight away behind Troy Tersey. Middle infielders, they're ready. That ball hit high in the air. Levine going back. The left fielder's going to find it and make the catch as he drifts back towards left center a bit. And Chris Collins with a fly ball out. But the damage is done in the inning as for Fairfield Prep, they score a total of 1 run. They had 1 hit. There was a walk. And 2 runners left on base, and error tossed in. 4 errors today by Notre Dame. Back with the bottom of the 6th inning right here on GoGreenKnights.com with your score. Fairfield Prep 4, Notre Dame West Haven nothing on GoGreenKnights.com.
To offering simple and meaningful solutions to your complex problems. We work hard to achieve the highest levels of quality in our solutions to help your customers meet their challenging business needs. We're committed to delivering technology management solutions that offer security, reliability, availability, and performance. Visit our website, thebusinessnetworkgroup.com, for more information. Considering an orthodontic treatment for you or your children? Dr. Philip Caparuso, a Notre Dame parent of 4, is conveniently located at the end of the Milford Green. Dr. Caparuso is a board-certified orthodontist and a preferred Invisalign provider. A proud GoGreenKnight.com sponsor, you can visit Dr. Caparuso online at drcaportho.com or call 203-874-5400. Let Dr. Caparuso bring out your best smile.
August 15th this year.
All right, welcome right back as we move on to the bottom of the sixth inning, and Notre Dame coming to the plate, and they got a little work to do here offensively if they want to get back into this one against Kevin Stone. Stone firing a one-hitter as we sit, moving into the bottom of the sixth inning. So Notre Dame trying to get something going here offensively. Looks like we'll have a pinch hitter for the Green Knights coming up to the plate. And it will be William Reynolds, Bill Reynolds, the senior, the bat for Wes Paulson. So Reynolds the hit. Will Reynolds swings from the left side, trying to get something going, ignite something here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Notre Dame has not had a runner since the first. Hits a ground ball right back to Kevin Stone on one pitch. The throw across, and Reynolds retired 1-3. And it's really been easy for Stone. I mean, a lot of balls hit early in the strike count or the pitch count. And they have done a nice job. Notre Dame, I believe, bringing up another pinch hitter here. Yes, indeed they are. James Davin's the hit. For Burton, the number 9 hitter. So Davin's a hockey player, played against this Jesuit team in that state championship game. First pitch in for the strike to Davin's, hitting for Burton. Top of the order waits on deck. That pitch inside and nearly clipped Davin's. Notre Dame will take a base runner any way they can. 15 in a row retired by Kevin Stone. Right-hander's pitch to the plate, swing and a miss on the fastball. He's got that arm loosened up here today on a beautiful day here in West Haven, Connecticut. Curveball missed outside. Count level at 2-2 now to Davin's. Zach Corwick scheduled to hit for Notre Dame. He is on deck. Here comes a pitch, swing and a miss, and a strikeout of James Davin. So Davin strikes out. It's only the second strikeout for Kevin Stone. He's had the ground ball working today. He has not walked a batter. He's only allowed the one base runner, Mike Corso, the number 2 hitter in the bottom of the first, had that double. That is it. Top of the order, Zach Corwick to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a fly ball out, ground ball out. Swings and hits that high in the air. It's going to hang up there. It's going to be caught on the run by Chris Sute, center fielder, who got a nice jump on it over towards left center. So Corwick on the pitch is retired. Notre Dame retired as they go 1-2-3 again here in the sixth inning. We're back with the top of the seventh. Fairfield Prep with a 4-0 lead over the Green Knights of Notre Dame. You're watching it all right here on GoGreenKnights.com. Back with more after this.
For the last 10 years, Federico Insetti has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of 72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of 82, and Lynn Setti, Sacred Heart Academy class of 82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico Insetti is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenKnights.com, call Federico Insetti at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting needs.
Many times bad things happen to good people. A car accident, a divorce, a loved one is arrested. Things you just can't prepare for. Zingaro and Cretella specialize in civil litigation, family law, and criminal defense. A leading New Haven and Fairfield County general practice law firm established in 2001, attorneys Gene Zingaro and Don Cretella, ND class of 1986, who thankfully is a much better lawyer than it was a receiver for me, will guide you and help you make an informed and rational decision in a difficult time. Visit them at www.theconnecticutdefenders.com. Zingaro and Cretella is a law firm you can trust.
Are you looking for a professional painter? Then look no further than Notre Dame's own Donald Martone, class of '87 in his company, Decorative and Traditional Painting by DKM, a full-service painting company specializing in both custom interior and exterior painting at residential and commercial settings. They are fully insured and licensed and will beat any estimate. DKM Painting provides services such as popcorn ceiling repair to painting a single room to an entire house. No job is too big or small. For more information, visit his website, www.paintingbydkm.com. Email him at don@paintingbydkm.com or call him at 203-433-2356 for professional painting. Look no further than Don Martone and Painting by DKM.
All right, welcome right back as we continue on with coverage of SEC baseball right here on GoGreenKnights.com. Leading it off for the Fairfield Prep Jesuits here in the top of the 7th inning is Dean Lockery. Lockery with a base hit in 3 tries, facing a new pitcher. Anthony Rovazio out in the mound now for the Green Knights of Notre Dame, the right-hander. Coming on the work the top of the 7th, he'll face Lockery, Blake, and Stone, at least the scheduled hitters for Fairfield Prep, kind of the meaty part of the order. So Terzi's day is done. He's on the hook, trailing 4-0 here in the top of the 7th. And pitch down low. Count goes 1-1 to Dean Lockery, who's hit the ball hard 3 times today. He's reached twice. He's reached on an error, had that RBI base hit in the 5th. He's been spectacular in the field, to say the least. Swings and pops it up and fouls it off third base way towards the press box area and beyond. Press box on the third base side here at Quigley. So the count goes to 1-2 to Dean Lockery. Sean Blake on deck. Vazio looking in, the slender right-hander's pitch down low. Just talking to his mom. She's a nervous wreck. Says, oh, I don't like it when he comes in these situations. Trying to hold it tight here. Counts 2-2. Catcher Aiden Burton got banged up in that last pitch a little bit. Jesuits look like they may win their 12th of the year. Notre Dame will drop to 10-6 unless Corso, Archiolo, and Balabon start to heat it up offensively for the Green Knights, who have just 1 hit today. 6 hits for Fairfield Prep. That ball scorched foul. In their 2-run 5th inning, they collected 3 hits, single hits in the 3rd, 4th, and the 6th inning. 5th was that inning in which Chris Souté led the inning off with that monstrous home run to right center field. With a swing and a miss, ball dropped. Finding the throwing angle is Burton on the first to complete the strikeout. So Vazio picking up his first strikeout of the ball game. That is the 5th overall for Notre Dame pitching. And it brings up Sean Blake. Blake is 0 for 3 here today. First baseman. Number 3 hitter in the lineup for Fairfield Prep. They're trying to get him going offensively, and I'll tell you what, the way this team is constituted, the Jesuits playing very clean baseball. If they can get Blake hitting the ball, they could make some noise. Number 3 hitter. This ball's going to be skied very high. Coming on Levine, I believe he's back and left. Can't see his number. Yes, it is Levine. He'll make the catch, and Blake retired for the inning's 2nd out. So you got 2 out, and it brings up Kevin Stone, who's 0 for 3. Well, it doesn't matter what he does at the plate today. He's been sensational on the mound, twirling a 1-hitter thus far. Vazio into the windup. Right-hander's pitch down a tad low for ball 1. Notre Dame outfield remains straight away. It looks like Levine, Archiolo, and Gargiulo out there, left to right. Balabon and Paulson anchoring the right side of that defense. In the infield, that pitch down low. Corso and Corwick at short and third, respectively. Burton behind the plate. Vazio, 2-0 pitch. Ball hit on line and just off the end of the glove of Paulson, who gave it a great effort. That's a base hit for Kevin Stone, going the opposite way, and 7th hit of the ball game for the Jesuits here. And that's going to bring up a David Garrix. He started the game wearing number 6. I don't know what happened to his jersey, but he's now wearing number 44. So a runner at first with 2 down. Garrix today has reached on an error, triple scored, walked and scored. Number 5 hitters had a productive day. Vazio, right-hander, the junior, the pitch, down low. Stone not taking much of a lead at the bag at first with the count 2 balls and no strikes. Vazio, the right-hander, into the windup, and the pitch over the outside corner for the strike, and the count goes 2-1. I don't have my phone near me, and I know that Athletic Director Tom Rakucci just showing up here today. Had things to do earlier today. Probably looking for some updates, which I couldn't give him there. There's a ground ball hit sharply to the right side. Kind of lined it through that infield. Quite similar to the Stone hit, and Garrix has his second hit of the ball game. So now you got runners at first and second with 2 down, and the catcher, Jake Berry, scheduled a hit, and he will come up the hit. Got a sac fly RBI. He's laid down a sacrifice bunt. He's grounded out. So officially just 0 for 1 with an RBI today. And he's really been quite good behind the plate. Got a great arm. He hasn't had to use it today against this Notre Dame offense that has really struggled to catch up with Kevin Stone. Fairfield Prep out hitting Notre Dame 7-1. They're outscoring them 4-0 here, top of the 7th inning. Here comes the pitch, swing and a miss. Good fastball from Vazio. Vazio holds the glove high, checks a runner at second. And the pitch. That ball hit on the line, and Paulson able to get to it. He struggled to find his footwork, but makes a nice play with a diving catch to end the inning. So the threat will go by the board. For the Jesuits, they come up with no runs. There were 2 hits and 2 runners left on. They now have a total of 8 hits in the ball game to correct that total. We move on to the bottom of the 7th. Can Notre Dame rally? They're down 4-0, moving into the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll be back with more right after these messages on GoGreenKnights.com.
Looks good, doesn't it? But you forgot something. All that saturated fat. Why not try Longini sausage instead? Other leading brands contain more than twice the saturated fat than Longini. Made with all natural ingredients, perfectly spiced with just enough salt, Longini sausage is the healthier choice. Made fresh locally in New Haven since 1950. Look for the Longini label in your grocer's fresh meat section.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenKnight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at milfordpodiatry.com.
And now,
Welcome right back. Well, sometimes good things happen even on bad days when Notre Dame's losing. Tom Marcucci and Rudy Rapone both came late, so they couldn't be my color commentators. So I get to enjoy myself a little bit. Oh, you guys are here for the first pitch. Oh, all right. All right. This is Corso leading it off. He owns the only hit for the Green Knights today back in the first. Double, yeah. Wrapped it down the third baseline. So Kevin Stone has been spectacular today. That pitch in for the strike. Only has a couple of strikeouts. His control, however, has been perfect. He has not walked a batter. Only had one walk in the game. Notre Dame committed 4 errors. Here comes the pitch. That ball hit high in the air. Shallow right field. Shallow enough where the second baseman, Chris Collins, can go out and capture it. And Corso retired, so you have one down. A little pop-up. And Drew Archiolo stepping up to the plate. Drew today is 0 for 2 with one of those strikeouts. Back on the fourth, he was called out on strikes. Notre Dame trying to get something going with one down here in the bottom of the seventh, trailing 4-0, being out hit 8-1 today. Stone, the junior right-hander. And had Archiolo ducking on a big curveball. Came back towards the plate. Outfield just about straight away. I have to ask, Rudy Rapone wearing red today when they're taking on Fairfield Prep. I don't know. There's a sharply hit ball, and it's through Chris Collins and in the right field. Archiolo comes up with a scorching base hit right through the second baseman. That was a tough one there for Collins to handle, and we'll give Archiolo the base hit, their second hit of the game. CBUA baseball. I like that. Zach Balaban scheduled to hit now for Notre Dame. And he'll settle in. Balaban, the first baseman, 0 for 2. A couple of ground ball outs. You don't want one of those with this infield looking pretty nifty here for Fairfield Prep. Dean Lockery has been very good down at second. He really set the tone with a sensational defensive play. I believe it was the play that ended the fourth. With Balaban was at a play. It looked like Balaban had a base hit when he chopped it up the middle. Somehow Lockery, the shortstop, fielded it to the second base side and threw him out. Ground ball chopped to the third baseman. Garrix will go to first and gets the shore out there, and there's 2 downs. So Balaban retired 5-3, 2 away. And now it's all up to Mike Levine to keep it alive here. Michael 0 for 2. Archiolo down to the bag at second. Outfield straight away. Jesuits trying to sweep the season series against the Green Knights. They beat them in 12, their first meeting back on April 15th, 7-6 in 12 innings. The pitch. Levine had to go ducking. It's a beautiful day here in West Haven. Perfect day for high school baseball. Game's been moving right along. Green Knights would like to see it slow down here for at least a half inning here and try to put together a 2-out rally down 4-0. Green Knight team all on the top step of the dugout on the third base side. Likewise for the Jesuits on the first base side. That pitch, strike call over the outside corner. That hit the target as Jake Berry had set up on the outside, and Stone threw it right in there. Count goes 2 balls, 1 strike to Levine. Brian Gargiulo waiting on deck for the Green Knights. The pitch missed a little high. When they saw Don Basso come in to be the plate umpire, he said, I know it's going to be a rather quick one. Got that ability to move games right along. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball hit right at the pitcher. Knocked down by Stone. Picks it up and throws to first and got it there in time for the inning's final out. I don't know if that hit off his leg bone or what, or did he get the glove on it, but Levine retired 1-3. That will end it in a well-played game here by the Jesuits as they beat Notre Dame by the score of 4-0. And that is going to do it from this gorgeous ballpark, Quigley Stadium. We'll run down the line score real quick for you here for Notre Dame. Rather easy. No runs, just 1 hit. Actually, 2 hits. They had a hit here in the 7th inning, so 2 hits. So no runs, 2 hits. And they made 4 errors in the ball game. For Fairfield Prep, 4 runs on 8 hits and no errors. Really, the hitting start today, Chris Hutte with that long leadoff home run in the 5th inning, gave him a little insurance. It made it 2-0 at the time. Also, they got a nice game out of David Garrix, the third baseman, a triple and a run scored and a base hit to lead the way offensively. Hutte also had a sac fly RBI for 2 RBIs on the afternoon. And how about the performance of Kevin Stone, twirling the 2-hitter, striking out 2. He did not walk the batter here today. All right, that's going to do it from Quigley. Your final score one more time. It is 4-0. Fairfield Prep victorious over the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Thanks for tuning in to GoGreenKnights.com, everybody, and we're back on the air again tomorrow with lacrosse, so that should be exciting too. So from Quigley, and good work by my cameraman, my lone cameraman today, doing a good job for me, and well, that is going to do it here today. We're just about ready to say goodbye. Goodbye, everybody, as Mr. Adamus Wright on the camera today for us.